Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
Hello, ma'ams and sirs, and thank you for checking out my WWE Raw recap show. I'm Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. This week's Raw takes place at the Excel Center in Hartford, Connecticut. From what I read, Vince McMahon himself made an appearance. Of course, not on camera. But anyway, other than that, before we get started, if you wouldn't mind being a champ and doing me a solid and hit that subscribe button. Now, all that's out of the way, let's let her rip. Raw starts things off with a promo with Seth Rollins coming to the ring, dressing his, another one of these goofy outfits he likes to wear. Hey, still in the page from Shawn Michaels, dare to wear, I guess. Anyway, he came out, danced, crackled, yapped, and did remind everybody that it's been almost 2 years since the last time a World/Universal Championship match took place on Raw. Out came Judgment Day members Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Again, Seth went on Twitter and put out an open challenge, and Damian Priest accepted that. Seth challenged him again, though, saying, hey, let's make it one-on-one, just between me and you. Tell the Judgment Day, stay in the back. Priest said he's cool with it. He doesn't need Rhea or Dominic or Finn to beat Seth Rollins. And, of course, Finn gave Damian a look, a certain look like, you serious, dude? Anyway, of course, at the end, Seth took a dig at Finn's Universal title reign. And, of course, this match was set. Unfortunately, the reason, in case you don't remember or don't know, the reason Finn Balor's Universal title reign was short-lived was because of Seth Rollins doing a powerbomb against a barricade and wound up hurting Finn Balor's shoulder for real. He had to take some time off to get surgery, rehab, and all that good stuff. So anyway, your main event is set. World title match. Champion Seth Rollins going against Damian Priest. First match of the night is a women's Money in the Bank qualifier match, pitting Becky Lynch, the man, against Sonya Deville with Chelsea Green in her corner. And Chelsea made her presence felt. Deville would get the advantage thanks to Chelsea distracting Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch would come back, had things going her way until Trish Stratus music hit, and of course out came Trish Stratus and Zoe Stark. They kind of scout her out, didn't really get involved. Action spill out of the ring, a big kick by Chelsea, then a running knee from Deville. Almost put it away, but she got a solid. Sonya got a solid 2 count off of that. Becky wound up countering. Sonya Deville hit the manhandle, rock bottom, whatever you want to call it, and got the win. So she qualifies for the women's Money in the Bank. All right, the next match of the night was Kevin Owens against Gunther, and I like the way they set this up. They had a backstage interview with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and comes in the Imperium. Kevin Owens, of course, gets mad and say, hey, nobody challenged you, nobody called you out, you can't just interrupt people without being called out, Then Gunther appeared, and that's how they set up the match between Kevin Owens and Gunther. But instead of waiting later or anything like that, Kevin Owens came out to the ring, commercial, but then Gunther comes out, and let me tell you, they probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. This was a premium event, quality match here, man. They really did they deserve that "This is awesome" chant. I'm not going to deny that. Um, but during the course of, it started out, Kevin Owens could not wrestle Gunther, so he started throwing them hands. It was working until Gunther hit Owens with a big boot, German suplex. Owens came back, some more back and forth. The other members of Imperium got involved. Sammy took care of Vinci. Owens stunned Kaiser, but that moment of distraction allowed Gunther the opportunity to schoolboy roll Owens and got the win. Like I said, if you catch a replay, YouTube, whatever, check this match out. This was definitely sound like Rain Man. Yeah, definitely a good match here. Good match here. All right, next up here is a women's tag team match. The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler went up against Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. First time checking out Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. I was very impressed. Um, Good showing. I had some great double team moves, but you know wasn't that surprised that Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler got the win after Shayna made Kaden tap out to a rear naked choke. But just hear me out here. Kaden Carter and Chance, they gave him some kind of party girls or something like that. Anyway, uh, if that's going to be their tag team name, let's stick with it. Uh, but like I said, just hear me out here. Like I said, I was very impressed. Very good athletic. Double team moves. You don't see that too often from tag teams. And sometimes, when you get a bigger girl and smaller girl, they kind of do some things, and that looks good, but they look like tag team specialists. So if it was me, whoever's calling shots, Triple H, push this team. You need a little cornerstone, a good little babyface tag team to you. Sorry about that. Two cute girls, and looks like the kind of girls that will appeal to, it's going to appeal to young kid or young men. But kind of like that Bailey thing when she first came out, it's like, oh, little girl power, Triple H needs to tell his announcers, keep calling this team tag team specialist. Give them that little rub. We're talking this team has the opportunity to be a female version of the Rock and Roll Express Rockers. Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, Rockers, marginating Shawn Michaels. Yes, keep pushing them as a tag team specialist. Give them a slow little push, whatever. Give them some good wins, solid wins. The party hangover, is that what they called it? Where Kaden had the net breaker and Katana came in with a 450 splash. Great, looks good. And I seen like a highlight. They play like a little highlight, hype video, and looks like they had some great tag team maneuvers. Like I said, slowly push them. Let them beat. Why not beating Rousey and Baszler at a pay-per-view premium event? That's how impressed I was with this tag team of Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. So take it for what you will. This is my opinion, but that's the way I would do it. And like I said, I'm just a fan. I'm not a know-it-all. Anyway, next matchup pits two people who will be in the men's Money in the Bank match. That'll be Ricochet going against Shinsuke Nakamura. Good back and forth match. Ricochet got a lot of shine time on here. I'm not sure about Money in the Bank winner, world champion at this point, but definitely need to give him. I would like to see him get another little push. Maybe, you know, maybe beats Gunther for the title he beat him for. Um, wouldn't upset me none, but I think they're pushing Matt Riddle probably to be that guy right now. But who knows? Anyway, like I said, pretty good back and forth match. Of course, it was all ruined by Bronson Reed when he came in. This beat beat up Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura. Gave Nakamura just a regular splash, and he hit Ricochet with a big tsunami splash from the top rope. Uh, he wasn't too happy about getting that first pinfall defeat at the hands of Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, Ricochet kind of rubbed it in when they had their little backstage segment, kind of like they did, just like they did with the Kevin Owens Gunther matches. Little top backstage, hopped in the ring, got the work in. So I hope they keep this little format because I like it. Anyway, like I said, a good match. Bronson Reed came in, destroyed. Next we have Miz TV with guest Cody Rhodes, and he wound up having a special guest as well. Miz was in the ring jamming out to Cody's music. We got a little dashing Easter egg in there. And when the Miz asked Cody how stupid he is to want to fight Brock Lesnar, I think it's the alcohol talking. Just kidding. Cody said he hasn't heard stupid, but he said other people told him, said take some balls, and asked if, and mentioned that Mike knows a little about that, little balls. Anyway, Dominic Rhea came out as the surprise guest. He called Cody a deadbeat dad. Cody said Dom was Ray's mistake. Said he has a worse prison tattoo than Cody does. Which, hey, I'm glad he acknowledged that. See, he had. I wonder how drunk he was to get that tattoo. That's the question I would ask. Anyway, Dominic and Rhea Ripley acted like they was about to exit the ring. Cody had his back turned. Dominic came around. As soon as Cody turned around, Dominic slapped Cody. And when he was about to, as soon as he slapped Cody, he hit behind Mommy's back, and that's pretty much the end of the segment. They got out, and Mommy was saying, hey, take a shot. So, not going to hit a woman. Can't do that. Shouldn't do that. Kids or boys, guys, dudes, little dudes. Don't hit a woman. That's bad. For real. Being serious. No matter how bad you think they deserve it, don't do it. And that's for reals. Anyway, that was the end of that segment. Next. Alright, next up is Zoe Stark versus Natalya in a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Got some good chain wrestling from the ladies to begin with. Unfortunately, Natalya's knee buckled. Zoe worked on it. Trish Stratus was cheering on her protege, Zoe Stark. Natalya will make a brief comeback. Action spilled outside. Zoe got back in, distracted the ref long enough for Trish Stratus to kick Natty's injured knee. Then Zoe Stark would put it away with a Z360. Now she's qualified for the Money in the Bank. I love that finisher. This again, not a bad match, but a good quick match. It's what you kind of want right here. Get Zoe off, going strong. She's getting a little rub from the veteran Trish Stratus, and she's definitely not sticking up to joint. Like I said, during this year's Women's Royal Rumble, I was pretty impressed with her. So things are starting to look good for her. Anyway, next Now, I haven't heard anything yet. I don't think Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin has joined the Ham and Egger World Order, but they got treated like one. They went up against the Indus and this match was pretty much ruled a no contest. Didn't really get started. The Indus doing their Road Warrior impression and attacked their opponents right at the get go. They hit Cedric Alexander twice with their finisher, the elbow drop, side slam finisher, and that was it. Referee, they said no contest. I don't even think the bell rang. But end this year looking pretty impressive. Two big horses and getting that kind of road warrior type push here. Minus the makeup and all that. A little bit different gimmick. I think when they try to do the thing with the I forgot who they were, the Illuminati or whoever they were, I don't know. It kind of failed because they looked like a couple of Road Warrior ripoffs. Two different guys, different looking gimmick, different moveset, a little bit different moveset. Just like I said, two big old guys is whooping up on some people. That's what they need to do now. Get those guys over. Next. And, of course, we're now to your main event of the night. Damian Priest challenging the world champion Seth Rollins in a title match. As mentioned before, this is the first world title match on Raw in almost 2 years. Tight match here. Seth shine. Damian Priest took over after a solid punch to counter an outside springboard attack. They gave Priest a good amount of time to punish Rollins. Rollins would come back. Action spilled out to the floor again. Rollins gave Priest a barrier bomb. Finn showed up, but ate a super kick. Priest hit the South of Heaven for a 2 count because he did a good job of selling the shoulder. The effects of the barrier bomb. Priest got a little distracted, wondering why Finn Balor was there. This allowed Seth Rollins to get his cobwebs out and hit a super kick, ripcord forearm from the back, and the stomp to seal the victory. So a successful title defense for the new world champion Seth Rollins. Great match here. Can't complain about this, and of course, I'm pretty high on Damian Priest as well. Like I keep mentioning here, this is a pretty good show. Not a bad match. I mean, like I said, that Gunther Kevin Owens match probably was a match of the night. Premium event quality match. Maybe that kind of got a little fire under everybody else and say, hey, I'll go out and have a good match. I guess the worst match of the night was probably Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin versus the Indus, but that was a no contest, and they just went the Indus. Sounded good. Sorry, every time I see that now, I just want to go Indus. They just came in, whooped up on them, and that's all the thing they need to really do in that match. But it looked good. Still looked good. Like I said, that was a no contest match. Definitely like the format of, okay, we have a backstage interview. They get somebody, like the Kevin Owens deal got interrupted, like the Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey was talking about, hey, we're going to make these tag team titles relevant, and walked in the former NXT tag team champions, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, and it's like, okay, boom, bad reputation by Joan Jett came on, and commercial break, of course, but then it's straight to the match. That definitely helped, in my opinion, made the show seem more fluid, kept your attention. Not recorded earlier. Who cares? Do it there. Make it more natural. Instead of, oh, you pissed me off, but we're going to wait another hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever time they show up, and then we'll have our match. It's like, no, you pissed me off. Let's go to the ring. Am I snapping too much in this video? Sorry about that. Other than that, like I said, good show. What do you folks think? Of course, like I said, very impressed with Carter and Chance. Like I said, a female version of the Rockers, female version, whatever you want to call it. Definitely babyface, white meat babyface tag team. Good, solid, double team moves, athletic looking tag team moves. Like a Midnight Rockers, like a Rock and Roll Express. Maybe, hopefully, they have another team up there that's kind of being their yin to their yang, like a Midnight Express. But, because this, gosh, I'm dating myself now. What was it, 85? Rock and Roll came in and had a surprise win against the Russians. Russians, of course, big guys. Even, one of the tallest, but Heimikoff was, pretty big. Rick and Robert, Robert's kind of tall, but still, not a big built guy. Robert Gibson or Ricky Morton, I remember all the girls liked him. Little shorter guy. I think he's like, I seen him on a show one time. He was around my height, maybe a little. He might have been a little tall. He might have been like, 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10" or something like that. Wasn't short. Definitely wasn't Rey Mysterio, 5'2" or 5'5", 5'4", wherever he is. Anyway, yeah. So it's almost like Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey playing a Russian team, and Chance and Carter playing the Rock and Roll. Except for, of course, Baszler and Ronda Rousey won, but like I said, that was a tight show in there, and a pretty good, solid match. Other than that does it for me this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this week's Raw. And this is where I say goodbye. Have a good one. Take it easy. Be careful. Have a good week.
Here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife and Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife and Natural.